she would say that she's the one who said it's a great sense of community. Like she really feels at home. She really does feel at home there. She has a connection with the horses and with the other campers that she doesn't have with her friends. It's sort of her special place, if that makes sense. Like that's her escape. Sure. So we actually were introduced to Whitchurch by a family friend, and we had an introductory lesson over March break just prior to summer. And we got a good vibe from the camp. Like right away, we enjoyed the instructors and the horses, of course, and just got a really good feeling from the camp immediately. Well, my daughter loves horses, so I think that was the thing that intrigued her initially. She went the first 2 years with a friend, and loved it because it was, it was not just horseback riding, but there was an opportunity for crafts and swimming and getting to know new people. So there were lots of different reasons, but mainly the horses, of course. Well, I mean, at this point, because she is now 15 and she has been attending Whitchurch camps since 2016, and she also takes lessons every Saturday. Um, she really enjoys the camps because she's at that stage now where she's at a more advanced riding. Like she's a more advanced rider now, and she also has an opportunity to teach other kids. So everything that she's learned over the last number of years at Whitchurch, she's able now to translate to the younger kids. So the instructors often rely on Kira to help with, tacking the horses and helping the little kids and guiding them around the arena and that type of thing. So now she's actually sort of taking on a different role. So she's not just a camper, but she's also helping the instructors. And I think eventually she would like to become a counselor, hoping to be a counselor in training fairly soon. So it's a really great sense of community there. It's really enriching for kids on many levels. I think what's so important is the aspect of learning how to take care of an animal, and an animal that is very big. Like we're not talking about a dog or a cat. There are so many things to learn about looking after horses, and it teaches kids a sense of responsibility and accountability, which is really important, even at a very young age. Like you need to learn that horses are big animals. You need to respect them. They learn how to properly groom a horse. They learn how to just be around horses. You have to be careful when you go behind a horse. You have to let them know that you're going behind them to groom them. And it's a lot of it's just a lot of learning and a great opportunity to build confidence as well, because a lot of kids don't have that exposure, and I think it's really important for them to have that at a young age so that they can grow and understand and learn. And it's respect for animals that not everybody learns at a young age too. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. You know, Kira is unbelievably diligent when it comes to even her lessons now. So we have to arrive far in advance so that she has adequate time to groom and tack her horse and make sure that they're properly taken care of. And at the end of the lesson, it's the same thing. It's quite a long routine, because that's all part of the responsibility. You don't just go to the camp or a lesson and hop on your horse. Like there's prep. You have to prepare your horse for the lesson or for camp, and you have to make sure that your horse is, like, if it's very hot, you need to hose your horse down, make sure it's cooled down. You need to make sure that it's properly groomed, that the hooves are properly cleaned, because there are repercussions if you aren't diligent in ensuring that these things are done. It's the responsibility that she's learned such a lot of responsibility, and she's also developed a lot of really good friendships, not only with other campers, but with the counselors as well. And they actually have become mentors, and they have helped her along the way, even in school. You know, there have been a few times when perhaps she's going through a little bit of a rough patch in school, and she would actually message her camp counselors, and they would be really encouraging, and they would listen to her. And I know that the camp director is amazing. Like, she would help Kira with absolutely anything. So I think that that's part of it. It's the relationships that you develop and you continue with. And I fully believe that even if Kira wasn't attending camp, she would still maintain a lot of these relationships. I mean, I guess just offering her the opportunity to attend the camp, ensuring that she has everything she needs to be successful at the camp. Um, you know, I think those are the key things right there. And then when she expressed an interest in taking lessons after, you know, we certainly looked into that, and as a result, she's been going there since, I guess, 2018 for lessons. Again, a real sense of community. I think that it's a great opportunity for kids to learn, and I think that it's important for them to learn really good habits outside of school. I mean, I think that you develop habits, you know, within school, but it's the taking care of animals, I think, is very critical. You learn responsibility, as I said, accountability, empathy, and you need to understand that there are consequences if you don't actually, you know, fulfill, you know, the chores that you say that you're going to do. And I think it's also important because the kids understand that um, in order to have fun, there is something that you have to do to prepare for that fun. So the end result is always fun, but in order to get there, there is a path that you have to follow. And that path includes, you know, the chores and the grooming of the horses and the feeding of the horses and, you know, everything that goes along with it. So I think that there's just a lot of great life lessons that you learn at a camp like this. So she is incredibly passionate about the camp. I think she's very sad because next year she will be 16, and as of her 16th birthday, she can't attend as a camper anymore. She'll probably try to convince the camp director to extend the age, but I mean, hopefully that'll be the point where she'll have an opportunity to be a counselor in training. Um, but very, very passionate. I think if she could have attended camp the entire summer, she would have. But you know, that's difficult because we have other things going on in the summer as well. But she would say that she's the one who said it's a great sense of community. Like, she really feels at home. She really does feel at home there. She has a connection with the horses and with the other campers that she doesn't have with her friends. It's sort of her special place, if that makes sense. Like, that's her escape.